Imagine the air around you is so heavy it feels like liquid. You are currently living inside a pressurized steel tube the size of a service van, sitting hundreds of meters below the surface. Right now, your life depends on a precise chemical truce, a mixture of helium and oxygen delivered through a stainless steel manifold to keep your nervous system from short-circuiting under the crushing weight of the ocean. Here is the engineering reality. If you opened that chamber door right now, the physics of rapid decompression would turn your blood into a network of jagged glass instantly. Your internal pressure would seek equilibrium with the outside world so violently that your body would literally boil from the inside out. This isn't just a job, it's a 28-day negotiation with an environment that wants you dead. Most people think it's about the money, and at $3,000 a day, it is. But you aren't being paid for what you do, you're being paid for the biological toll of what you've become. This is your life at every rank of the most dangerous job on Earth. It starts at the bottom, rank 1, the dive tender. You aren't in the water yet. In fact, you're barely a person. You are a Bermuda Triangle of grunt work, making between $40,000 and $60,000 a year. Your office is the deck of a dive support vessel, or DSV. Your job is simple. Don't let the divers die, and don't speak unless spoken to. You spend 16 hours a day tending the umbilical. The umbilical is a thick, reinforced hose that carries air, hot water for suit heating, and communications to the man working below. It is his literal lifeline. If it snags on a jagged piece of a subsea structure, he's gone. You stand on that deck in the rain, the wind, and the spray, feeling the tension in that line like a fisherman, except the fish is a human being who counts as your brother. You learn the language of the manifold. You study the gas racks, learning how to mix nitrox, a blend of nitrogen and oxygen for the shallow guys. You scrub the bell, the diving chamber that transports the divers to the sea floor. You learn that a single speck of grease in a high-pressure oxygen line can cause a flash fire that will incinerate a chamber in seconds. You are exhausted. Your hands are permanently pruned. You watch the SATs, the elite divers, emerge from the decompression chamber after a month away, looking like ghosts with sunken eyes and gray skin. You don't want to be them. You want to be them more than anything in the world. Then you get your chance. You've logged your chamber time. You've passed your physicals. You move up to rank 2, the air diver. Now you're making $80,000 to $120,000. You're finally in the water, but you're still shallow, anything above 50 meters. You're wearing a Kirby Morgan 37 helmet. It's a fiberglass and stainless steel beast that weighs nearly 30 pounds. On the surface, it's a burden. Underwater, it's your sanctuary. You're doing wet welding and burning. You're using a broco torch, basically a magnesium rod that burns at 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit to slice through rusted steel. The light is blinding, the bubbles are deafening, but you're fighting the clock. Every minute you spend at depth, nitrogen is dissolving into your tissues. Stay too long, and you have to spend hours in a decomp tank on deck just to avoid the bends, decompression sickness, where gas bubbles form in your joints and spinal cord, causing agonizing pain or paralysis. This is where the career weeds out the tourists. You're working in black water, zero visibility. You can't see your hand in front of your face. You navigate by touch, feeling for the cold steel of the oil rig's jacket. You learn to trust your ears. You hear the groan of the current. You hear the clink of a shackle. Your body is a tool. You realize your high school girlfriend's birthday was 3 days ago, but you were 30 meters down, trying to find a lost bolt in a silt cloud. The ocean is already starting to take pieces of your life, but the paycheck is getting bigger. Then comes the big step. You get invited into the system, rank 3, the saturation diver. Your salary jumps to $1,500 or even $3,000 a day, but the cost is total. You enter the saturation complex on the ship. This is a series of interconnected pressure vessels where you will live for the next month. They blow you down, pressurize the chamber to the depth of the worksite. Your voice changes instantly. Because you're breathing heliox, a mixture of helium and oxygen, your voice becomes a high-pitched squeak. You sound like a cartoon character discussing the mechanics of a multi-million-dollar subsea completion. It's funny for exactly 5 minutes, then you realize you have to live this way for weeks. Living in SAT is like being an astronaut in a very small, damp closet. Everything smells like wet neoprene and cleaning chemicals. Your taste buds dull because of the pressure. The finest steak tastes like wet cardboard. You lose your sense of smell. You lose your sense of time. There is no day nor night, only the bell run. Every 8 hours, 3 of you climb into the bell. It's a cramped sphere that locks onto your living chamber. The bell is lowered into the dark. At the bottom door opens. The water doesn't come in because the air pressure inside the bell is equal to the water pressure outside. It's a miracle of physics. You step out. You are now a working diver. You are 200 meters down. The water is near freezing, but your suit is flooded with hot water pumped from the surface. If that pump fails, you have about 90 seconds before your core temperature drops to lethal levels. You're working on the BOP, the blowout preventer. These are massive valves designed to stop an oil well from exploding. You're using hydraulic torque wrenches that could crush a car, but you're using them with the precision of a surgeon. The pressure does strange things to your brain. It's called HPNS, high pressure nervous syndrome. Your hands shake. You get helium tremors. You find yourself staring at a wrench for 5 minutes, forgetting what you were supposed to do with it. You have to be faster than the pressure. You have to be smarter than the fatigue. When your shift is over, you climb back into the bell. You go back to the chamber. You eat, you sleep, and you do it again for 28 days. When the job is done, you don't just go home. You spend 5 to 7 days in decompression. The technicians slowly drop the pressure in your chamber. If they go too fast, you die. If the power fails, you die. You sit there watching movies on a tiny screen, waiting for your body to become normal again. When you finally walk out into the fresh air, the wind feels like sandpaper on your skin. You're $60,000 richer, but you feel like you've aged 5 years. If you survive 10 years of that and your lungs and bones haven't given out yet, you move up to rank 4, the dive supervisor. Now you're the man on the box. You're back on the surface, making $200,000 to $250,000 a year. You sit in a darkened control room filled with monitors and gas gauges. You are the voice in the diver's ear. This is the most stressful seat in the world. You are responsible for the lives of the men in the water. You're watching the weather, the ship's DP, dynamic positioning system, and the diver's heart rate all at once. You know exactly what it feels like down there, which makes it worse. When a diver tells you his hot water is flickering, you don't see a gauge, you feel the chill in your own marrow. You are the lawyer, the doctor, and the commander. If a diver gets a squeeze where his suit pressure fails and the ocean tries to crush him into his helmet, you are the one who has to stay calm and talk him through it. You are the one who has to tell a diver to stay down and finish the weld, even though he's exhausted, because the window of fair weather is closing. You are the gatekeeper of the abyss. Finally, there is rank 5, the life support manager. You are at the top of the pyramid. You don't even look at the water anymore. You look at chemistry. You manage the entire saturation system for the company. You ensure the gas mixes are perfect, the medical supplies are stocked, and the emergency protocols are foolproof. You make $300,000 plus, usually in a corporate office or a massive shore base.
But here is the secret of the saturation diver. You never leave the chamber. Your bones have dysbaric osteonecrosis, tiny dead spots where the gas bubbles cut off blood flow years ago. Your hearing is shot from the roar of the helmets. You look at people on the street and you realize they have no idea how thin the ceiling of the world is. You spent your youth in a metal pipe so that the world could have oil, so that the lights would stay on, so that the ships could sail. You traded your daylight years for a bank account and a set of skills that make you an alien among your own species. You are a saturation diver. You've seen the bottom of the world, and you realized that down there, in the dark and the cold, the only thing that was real was the man on the other end of the radio.
You've just seen the full climb, from a rookie gripping an umbilical in the rain to the man who keeps the ocean on the outside. If this world pulled you in, hit subscribe, because next time we go even deeper. Drop a comment below. Would you survive 28 days in the chamber?